The story begins with a single amateur astronomer. His name is Leslie Peltier, and from a hillside in northern Chile, he was tracking the mysterious interstellar object known as 3IATLAS. This wasn't just a casual stargazing session. Peltier was using a 40-inch research-grade telescope, fitted with a cryogenically cooled camera and a highly precise tracking system tied directly into NASA's own ephemeris data. For weeks, everything seemed routine. Just a fast-moving object glowing faintly green from carbon monoxide and nickel emissions. The kind of behavior astronomers expect from a comet traveling at incredible speeds from deep space. But on the morning of September 19th, at exactly 2 a.m. UTC, everything changed. Peltier's camera captured something that made him stop cold. Around the bright emerald streak of 3IATLAS, 9 smaller points suddenly appeared. They weren't random flashes, they weren't noise on the sensor, and they weren't cosmic rays. These were dim but distinct objects, and they were moving in perfect formation with the main body, as if they were escorting it. In the frames he captured, the sight was eerie. They looked like tiny fireflies circling a lantern, holding their positions with uncanny precision. Peltier immediately posted his discovery to astronomy forums. But at first, most professionals dismissed it. Many believed the faint dots were just imaging artifacts or some kind of interference. But the truth would soon prove far stranger than that. What began as a lonely amateur report in Chile quickly escalated into one of the most shocking confirmations in modern astronomy. Within 48 hours of Leslie Peltier's discovery, some of the most powerful observatories on Earth and in space were redirected toward 3IATLAS, the James Webb Space Telescope, orbiting far beyond the reach of Earth's atmosphere. The Hubble Space Telescope, still one of our most reliable cosmic sentinels. The Very Large Telescope in Chile, one of the most advanced arrays of ground-based mirrors ever built, and the Kiki Observatory in Hawaii, capable of detecting the faintest glimmers at the edge of the universe. One after another, their instruments returned the same result. The 9 points weren't illusions, they weren't cosmic rays, and they weren't camera artifacts. They were real objects, distinct and moving in perfect synchronization with 3IATLAS. These aren't telescopes that make mistakes. They are designed to measure galaxies billions of light-years away, to tease out the faintest signals hidden in the darkness of the cosmos. For them to all see the same thing meant the case was closed. 9 companions were traveling with 3IATLAS, and they had been invisible to the entire astronomical community until that exact moment. For the first time, astronomers had to confront a disturbing new reality. What was thought to be a single interstellar visitor was suddenly 10. And if the instruments weren't wrong, then the laws of physics as we understand them were about to be challenged. As data poured in from the world's most advanced observatories, astronomers began to notice something even stranger. These 9 newly revealed companions weren't just tagging along with 3IATLAS by chance. They were behaving as if they were born of the same design or the same event. Every single one of them was locked into the exact same trajectory as the main body, not drifting slightly ahead, not falling behind, not wandering on their own paths. They moved in perfect lockstep, their speeds identical down to fractions of a kilometer per second. And then came the spectral analysis. When scientists broke down the light coming off these companions, the signatures matched 3IATLAS almost perfectly. Each one glowed with that same eerie green tint, a glow produced by unusual carbon monoxide and nickel emissions. This wasn't ordinary cometary chemistry. Normal comets from our solar system don't look or behave like this. Even more unsettling, the metallic fingerprints were the same across all of them. Nickel, cobalt, high-temperature alloys, the kind of materials you might expect in spacecraft or in engineered structures, not in random fragments drifting through space. Taken together, it painted a chilling picture. These weren't independent bodies just happening to move together. They were linked by origin, by makeup, and by behavior. Astronomers now had to accept what the evidence was shouting. The 9 companions and 3IATLAS shared a common interstellar source. They had arrived as one, and whatever had split them apart, or placed them together, was unlike anything ever witnessed in the history of astronomy. If the discovery of 9 companions shocked astronomers, what came next terrified them. Using spectroscopy, scientists analyzed the energy pouring out of these objects. The numbers didn't make sense. 3IATLAS itself had already been puzzling, radiating with an estimated power output of around 10 gigawatts, comparable to the largest power plants on Earth. But the companions, they were far stranger. Each of the 9 smaller bodies appeared to be radiating close to 20 gigawatts of energy. Think about that for a moment. These objects are no larger than a city block, yet they shine with more raw energy than entire nations consume at once. To put it into perspective, one of these companions could theoretically power hundreds of millions of homes. And there weren't just 1 or 2 of them. There were 9, all generating this impossible output in unison. Comets simply don't do this. The chemistry of frozen gas and dust can't explain it. Even our most advanced fusion reactors on Earth, massive facilities weighing thousands of tons, struggle to reach a few gigawatts. These fragments, tiny by comparison, were producing 20 each. The math didn't just strain credibility, it broke it completely. Astronomers realized they weren't just dealing with interstellar rocks. Whatever these companions were, they carried a power source that defied everything we thought we knew about physics, chemistry, and the natural universe. When the power signatures of the 3IATLAS companions were first reported, teams at Caltech and MIT immediately began running models. They wanted to know if there was any natural explanation, something hidden in the numbers that might account for this staggering energy. But instead of clarity, they ran headfirst into a wall. Their supercomputers simply could not solve the equations. Every time they adjusted the parameters, temperature, pressure, plasma density, the models crashed. The math refused to converge. In other words, nature, as we currently understand it, could not produce what was being observed. The idea that a city-sized fragment of rock could somehow generate 20 gigawatts without tearing itself apart was impossible. Astrophysicists began to speculate. Some wondered if these objects might contain exotic alloys or unknown states of matter that could trap and release energy in ways never seen before. Others dared to suggest antimatter reactions or even dark matter catalysis. But these weren't answers. They were desperate guesses, because nothing in standard cometary physics could come close to explaining the phenomenon. The conclusion was unsettling. If these companions weren't natural, then perhaps they were technological. The possibility that they were engineered by someone, somewhere, was no longer fringe speculation. It was, for the first time, on the table in serious scientific discussions. As shocking as their energy output was, the way these 9 companions arrived may be the most mysterious piece of all. According to data collected by Avi Loeb's team at Harvard, the 9 bodies didn't gradually emerge or drift into view. They simply appeared. In fact, their arrival was timed at less than 1 millisecond, about 30,000 times faster than a human blink. To put this into perspective, the flash from a camera lasts about 5 milliseconds. Even the most advanced telescopes in orbit or on the ground can't capture an event that unfolds that quickly. The 9 companions didn't fade in. They didn't grow brighter over time. They blinked into existence as if switched on by an unseen hand. This impossibly fast manifestation left scientists grasping for answers. No known natural process could explain it. Collisions don't happen in a millisecond. Fragmentation events leave trails of debris, dust, and irregular motion. But here, nothing. Just 9 perfectly formed companions appearing in formation, as if deployed deliberately. Theories began to swirl. Were these probes released from a larger structure? Were they hidden until a trigger moment brought them into view? The precision of their timing and the sheer speed of their appearance only deepened suspicion that this was not a random cosmic event, but something intentional, something controlled. With the sudden arrival of the 9 companions, the scientific community split into 2 very different camps. On one side was Avi Loeb of Harvard, who has never shied away from bold ideas. He argued that the simplest explanation fit what astronomers were actually seeing: a mothership releasing probes. According to this view, 3IATLAS is not just a comet, but a larger interstellar craft shedding smaller units as it approaches our solar system. The timing, the precision, and the synchronized trajectories all lined up with the idea of a coordinated deployment. Loeb warned that these might be autonomous drones, programmed to map our planetary system, or perhaps to take something from it. On the other side, physicist Michio Kaku offered a more natural explanation. He suggested that 3IATLAS could have collided with a massive interstellar rock. The impact, he theorized, might have shattered it into smaller fragments, each one traveling at the same speed and trajectory as the original body. In this scenario, what we see now are just super-dense shards of the parent object, still glowing from their immense kinetic energy. But there's a problem. The power signatures of the companions don't fit Kaku's collision model. Fragments of rock don't suddenly begin radiating 20 gigawatts of energy each, with perfect spectral matches to the parent body. That level of power suggests something more than shattered debris. It suggests purpose. And for many scientists, that contradiction tilts the balance back toward Loeb's unsettling mothership hypothesis. Just when astronomers thought the situation couldn't get more extraordinary, a second interstellar visitor appeared on the radar. This one is called Swan R2, and it dwarfs 3IATLAS in both size and brightness. Estimates suggest it is nearly 100 times more massive and luminous than 3IATLAS, with a tail stretching 2.5 degrees across the sky, bigger than any comet recorded in modern history. What makes this encounter truly remarkable is timing. Swan R2 is approaching from almost the exact opposite direction as 3IATLAS, and both objects are set to reach perihelion, their closest point to the Sun, within days of each other this October. Astronomers now face what some have called a cosmic traffic jam in the inner solar system, with 2 interstellar giants threading a perilous path near the Sun. The arrival of Swan R2 has sparked intense debate. Some UFO researchers speculate that Swan R2 could act as a protector, potentially intercepting 3IATLAS or its companions. Others fear the opposite, that the 2 interstellar visitors are here for the same reason, targeting the Sun or something in the solar system. Historical records add an eerie layer to the mystery. Ancient Chinese, Babylonian, and medieval European chronicles describe green-tailed celestial objects appearing on cyclical schedules, roughly every 2200 years, which some suggest could align with these current visitors. The convergence of these 2 extraordinary objects has transformed a routine astronomical observation into a high-stakes puzzle. Scientists and the public alike are left staring at the sky in awe, wondering what exactly is unfolding above our heads. While the astronomical community raced to understand these interstellar visitors, official agencies have been unusually quiet. NASA and the European Space Agency issued only brief statements, repeating that there was no evidence of a threat and that observations were ongoing. Even the White House weighed in with a single sentence, acknowledging the situation but providing no further details. To the public, it appeared as if nothing extraordinary was happening. Behind the scenes, however, the story is very different. Leaked memos reveal that the Pentagon, ESA, and China's National Space Administration are actively preparing contingency plans. China has reportedly repurposed its heavy-lift Long March 9 rocket program to design high-velocity interceptors. The European Space Agency is dusting off plans from its defunct asteroid deflection missions. Private space companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin have been approached to develop rapid launch reconnaissance probes. Avi Loeb has also petitioned the United Nations to convene an emergency session on interstellar objects. He has suggested forming a global task force and even recommended a coordinated nuclear alert. Not for attack, but as a signal of capability. The concern is that if these companions are indeed probes, they could be studying our radio transmissions and defense posture. Earth may need to demonstrate that it is not passive. The contrast between public silence and secret preparation has fueled paranoia and fascination alike. While ordinary people watch the sky with awe, governments are quietly taking steps to understand and, if necessary, respond to these unprecedented interstellar visitors. As October approaches, the two interstellar visitors, 3IATLAS, with its 9 mysterious companions, and the massive Swan R2, are moving ever closer to the Sun. Scientists and astronomers are on edge, unsure what will unfold. The 9 companions of 3IATLAS could break formation at any moment, potentially shifting their paths toward Earth or the Moon. Meanwhile, Swan R2, nearly 100 times larger and far more luminous, approaches from the opposite direction. Its purpose, or its effect, remains a complete mystery. Every observation raises more questions than answers. Their energy signatures defy physics as we know it. Each companion emits 20 gigawatts of power, a level that our most advanced reactors cannot match, and their behavior cannot be explained by natural cometary processes. Governments around the world are quietly preparing, readying interceptors, reconnaissance probes, and coordinated alerts, but even they cannot predict the outcome. For ordinary people looking up at the sky, these objects will appear as glowing green streaks before dawn. Beautiful but unnerving reminders of how little we truly understand about the cosmos. Historians and astronomers alike point to ancient records describing strange green-tailed visitors on cyclical patterns, but nothing in human experience prepares us for the combination of scale, speed, and power these objects display. So what is really happening? Are these probes sent to study our solar system? Could Swan R2 be a cosmic rescuer, countering whatever 3IATLAS intends? Or are they simply spectacular comets, passing through in perfect timing, leaving scientists to unravel their mysteries for decades to come? The stakes have never been higher, and the uncertainty is immense. The universe has knocked on our door in a way that is impossible to ignore. Humanity now faces a choice: to watch passively or to prepare, to observe and to respond. And while we may not have answers yet, the coming weeks promise a celestial spectacle unlike anything ever recorded in history.